Good morning, guys. Great to see you. So over here in Boise, we're on day 5, the 5th snow day in a row. Things are getting a little crazy around here, but truly just loving it with the kids. I was just hollering at them, I'm shooting a live video. Make sure there's no major conflict going out there, or like, Mom, where's the toilet paper? You guys, I was talking to a friend this morning, and she asked me just like a really legitimate question. And she genuinely wanted to know the answer, and it was, how do you find the courage to leave your comfort zone and find new possibilities? Like, how do you do that? And it was such a cool question. And what's on my mind right now is I was just noticing, you know how Facebook has that feature on this day, so you can see what was happening, what you were posting about on Facebook, what you were tagged in a year ago today, or 2 or 3 or 5. And what was popping in my newsfeed yesterday was my husband's big change out of his corporate career, almost 20 years, into business ownership. And so this has been top of mind. Yesterday was the 2nd anniversary of that. And this question leads right into like my husband, like, how did he do this? How did he leave his comfort zone? And not only the comfort zone of working for somebody else, but the comfort zone of a steady paycheck, the comfort zone of health benefits, the comfort zone of, knowing who's going to be in the office and what your job is and all of those things. And so as I worked to answer this question this morning, I really just wanted to share it with you because I can break down exactly what my husband did and really what I coach and train women to do who join me on my team, my clients, because we are all facing big change, especially when you're looking to build a plan B, an exit strategy, so to speak. So if you are facing, discouragement, frustration, anger, anxiety, doubt, fear, like these are sure signs that you need a big change, right? A lot of people feel stuck where they're at. And that comfort zone is really powerful. The comfort zone will keep you in that stuck rut, even though it's depressing and negative and filled with anxiety and fear. The reality is, when you leave your own comfort zone, you're gonna feel the same feelings, guys. You're gonna feel fear. You're gonna feel self-doubt. You're going to be afraid, but you're not gonna have the anger. You're not going to have the depression. You're not going to have the feeling of being stuck. And so while you can stay where you're at and stay stuck because you know what stuck feels like, or you can feel those same things and work to change your current scenario. So let me walk you through like 5 really, I guess I can't say simple, but I mean, they're basic steps, 5 basic steps. And the only thing that makes them challenging is that change is hard, right? We know that. So first and foremost, and using my husband Larry as an example, when he was looking at his corporate career and he was feeling all of those things I described, and he had made a number of company changes in the last 5 years of that career, and quickly realized that it wasn't the company change that was going to make him feel better or fulfill him. It really wasn't the boss change that was going to fulfill him. It was he needed a complete exit, completely. So first tip is be open to change. And that's where my husband had to get to the point where he was open to thinking of other possibilities. He was open to not only leaving a company, but then it became, well, what would it look like if I left this career? What would it look like if I left this industry? And so being open allows the second step, which is look for new possibilities, look for change. The minute you are open to it, it's kind of like this film falls off of your eyeballs. And when you start looking for new possibilities, guys, they really are everywhere. But when you're not open to it, you don't see it. The minute you open your mind to it and open your eyes and look around, there are different options. There are new possibilities. There are opportunities everywhere. Then once you identify them, the third step is to trust yourself. This one can be so hard. You know, when you're looking at making a big change, especially getting out of any sort of comfort zone, you've got to be able to trust yourself. One of the biggest questions, I ask this question all the time of both my clients and my team, is, do you trust that you can figure this out? Do you trust that you are smart enough to figure out whatever comes your way? Guys, the answer is always yes. You're a smart person. You're a wicked smart woman. We might not know the answers today, but gosh, every success story, every successful person that you can think about was a beginner at some point at what they became successful at. So everybody starts at ground zero here. You don't have the answers, and the reality is you don't get to know the answers. And so there's this trust and this faith that you have to know that I'm going to fully trust that if I get in between a rock and a hard place, I'm going to be able to figure it out. Now, the fourth step in getting outside of your comfort zone is seek a mentor. Seek guidance. Seek a trusted advisor. And guys, your cubicle mates, they're not good for this role. You know why? Because they're fine. They're just fine in that comfort zone. That's where they want to stay. Oftentimes your friends and family, guys, they are not good advisors. They're not good trusted advisors. They're not the right people to give you guidance, because most often as well, they are comfortable where they're at and see change as too risky. So when I say seek mentorship, you want to seek somebody who has either done what you're currently attempting to do or knows how to guide you through it. And there are people like that everywhere. Some you can pay, some you can take to lunch and pick their brain, but seek some sort of guidance / mentor relationship in this process. And the fifth step to getting outside of your comfort zone, guys, is action. You got to go for it. You got to go for it. At some point, you got to rip that Band-Aid off and you got to take a giant leap off a cliff. And like I told you before, you don't get to see what's down at the bottom. You have to do it blind. It's going to be blind. All great leaps that turn into great success stories were complete blind faith. And that's where the trust in yourself, the faith. And as you take that leap, guys, I want you to know you're not going to zoom straight to success just because you jumped, just because you made a move. Most often, you're going to jump and get a little bit clearer, more picture, and decide you need to pivot or change directions. Again, trusting yourself. Those pivots, those changes of directions are okay. It's a smart move, because the more information you get as you take that leap, the more educated every move you take will be. So those are the really 5 steps. When I break down what my husband did when he created his own exit strategy, from where he was into this thriving lifestyle. We're heading into 3 years of him working from home. No stress, no negativity, no depression, no anxiety, no dumbing himself down with a whiskey every night. Guys, your life by your design is right here at your fingertips. Like, why not you? Why not now? All right. Those are my tips for you today. It was great seeing all of you pop on with me today. I love it. I hope you have a great, great day. Mwah.